I'm in this Facebook group. I'm not gonna say the name, but anyway, the person was left anonymous, so it doesn't matter, right? But she was just telling her story about how she met this guy and she was messing with him. Like she was like, man, he was dope, he was cool. So anyway, she was like, she minded her business one day. A guy approaches her, super fine guy, and she was like, she was surprised that he had to approach her because she said she's heavy set and he was just super attractive. So mind you, I seen a thread the other day of heavy set women and skinny guys, and they was all just killing it. Like, and the thread is just a bunch of different pictures of the different couples. Man, they was looking good. Anyway, and so she was saying, she didn't expect him to come up to her and talk to her, blah, blah, blah. So she like, they kicking it or whatever. After a while, they start to have sex. So she was like, the first time, before they started to have sex, they were talking about it. And he said something to the fact of, he, likes to have his booty ate, right? And that wasn't her issue. She's like, whatever. If this gonna be my man, I'm down for whatever. So she was like, then they go to have sex for the first time. So she was like, she went to eat his booty at some point during the sex session. So she was like, it smelled really, really bad. So she says that, afterwards she talks to him about it and she's just like, hey, it just didn't smell too good. If this is something that you like, you need to clean your asshole. She didn't say it like that, but that's how I would have said it. So anyway, and he says some stupid excuse like, oh, when I was in the shower, I ran out of soap. And when I ran out of soap, I did not have a chance to clean my asshole. Everything else on me got cleaned up. So she's just like, all right, she chucked it up to some men just being weird. Because I remember growing up, like some men was like, I used to hear stories of people like, oh yeah, I don't even wipe my butthole that good. Like, because everything was just gay, right? Like, and I just think it's fucking stupid. You need to have a clean booty hole. You don't have to, nobody have to touch it, okay? It's yours. Nobody's gonna know it's clean, but you can clean that shit. Anyway, and so and then she goes on to say the next couple of times she does it too, but it still smelled, right? So then she was like, but she was fucking with him. Like she was like, she really, really liked him. And the sex itself wasn't bad. So she's like, one day, and this was the last time they had sex, she said she was riding him. He sticks his finger in his own butt. And then when he pulled out his finger, it had just a little slightly bit of boo-boo on it, right? And she was like that he put it to her face to lick, Now, Ronnie, I don't know how much of the coochie eating you all into, but sometimes, you might stick your finger up the girl vagina and then take it out and you lick it real sexy. Because when you in the moment, you want them to know that you love the way that they taste. I'm telling you, girl, do it. It's good. So anyway, not the booty hole though, the coochie hole. So anyway, so she was like, she was in the moment. So she was like, fuck it, she's gonna do it. He said something about, like, I think she said, when he had his finger, and he said something about his fetish or whatever. So she was like, she was in the moment, so she went on ahead and did it. But she was like, after that, she never had sex with him again. Like they were just kind of talking, but she was like, she really liked him and she really wanted to pursue it, but she didn't know what to do. So anyway, that's why his asshole was thinking, because he purposely, like, his fetish was, I guess, a woman like licking his shit, maybe. I don't know. Right? Everybody have weird fetishes sometimes. I don't necessarily have a fetish, so I don't know what he is going through. I really can't say I have a fetish. I really don't. But
How she gonna shame a person? She did this shit.
She did it. She wasn't shaming him. I think she was trying to figure out, like, what would you do if you were in a situation? And that's kind of like shit. Like, have you ever dated someone with a really crazy fetish? And if you haven't, oh, I totally pee on somebody. I pee on you.
Yeah.
I'm a squirt on you anyway. I pee on you. Fuck it. Fuck it. but yeah. So would you, if so, so obviously you guys never talked to anybody that had just like a crazy fetish. And I ain't talking about like a foot fetish or nothing like that, or a pee fetish. Huh?
Squirting is not pee.
It's not.
You're right. But anyway, would y'all talk to somebody that had a really crazy fetish, or does it just depend on the fetish?
I got a whole lot to say. First of all, it depends on the fetish, because I'm open to a lot. Once I get there with somebody, I'm open to a lot. One thing I'm not gonna do is stick my finger in no man's ass, and I'm not going to lick no shit off his finger from his own ass. I don't play with no shit or no piss unless I'm peeing on somebody. That's it. This one white guy asked me if I can shit in a bag and he can keep it. I will probably do some shit like that, okay? but you cannot put your shit near me. No. And for some advice for her, because she still wants to pursue him, she can say, hey, I'm not into this, or hey, I'm not into this all the time. And if she wants to lick his butt, let's get in the shower and let me wipe it first, let me clean it, and then I will lick away.
Wait, is she still pursuing the guy?
She is still currently talking with him, but she's not actively having sex with him. I'm sure at some point they have to go back to having sex or stop talking.
They're gonna probably go back to having sex.
She already ate his ass. Look, whatever, man.
Eating his ass is not the issue.
No,
leaving it dirty for me is the issue. Trying to have me lick your shit.
Leaving
I
it
am
dirty.
not a
Look,
pig. I do not eat
ate the dirty ass.
Now.
What are you talking about? They go together.
They stuck at this point.
Yeah, but if I was her, I'd have been like, where the fuck is my ring? Because if you think that I'm gonna put your shit,
I lick your shit.
You obviously want to be my husband.
Like, I wouldn't even talk. First of all, if I smell anything, because I'm a gagger, my senses is just ugh. I probably would have threw up. Like, that's nasty. So in me, I wouldn't have been talking to him from that. Now, like I said, I might be open to eating a little butt. I ain't never did it before, but I'd be open to that. But
I think I'd be open to it.
Yeah. And I said that I would pee on somebody, but this guy did ask me to do it, and I didn't. But I send him feet pictures like once a week, and he love it. So I might go ahead and pee on him. Yeah. So yes.
Yeah, those are fetishes that I can deal with. I think I could absolutely deal with a fetish like that. I could probably deal with the fetish of someone wanting to pull wax on me or me pull wax on them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Something a little painful too. I might can deal with. But anything with feces, I can't deal with. If you think you're going to pee in my mouth, I'm not going to deal with that either. But if you want to pee on my leg, I might let you. I mean, I haven't thought about it, so I can't say what I would do. I've never been in this situation. I don't know, but I am open to most things that does not gross me out. If you drink enough water, I drink shit ton of water. I drink mostly water. If I pee on you, most likely my pee coming out clear because I'm drinking too much damn water.
You try to justify it, No. You try to justify that shit. Shit. He can justify it. He be justifying his poop shit. He's like, nah, I got a healthy diet.
I do. And if my partner has a healthy diet, I don't care if you pee on me. Depending on where you want to pee. You can't pee in my face.
And the ring on your head.
No pee on my face. Yeah, none of that. But I'm open to most things. I really am. So I can't knock anything until I try it. That's what I don't knock anything until I try it. Yeah. But like I said, anything that's gonna stink, anything no, I'm not gonna do any of that stuff. But you wanna have sex in public, let's do it. You want to, you know, what is something like that? Something that's a simple fetish.
Stuff that stink, it just turned me off from the person and everything. Like this, what was this? Like 2 weeks ago, like I was messing around with this girl and I went to go and like lick her vagina, and then like when I put my tongue on it, like this, because you know I had to test it out first. So I said, and that shit stung my tongue. It tastes like some toxic shit. And I'm like, oh, bitch, I never.
Maybe she had a bad day.
Fuck that.
I find out. If I know I've been at work for 8 hours, even just sitting at my desk, I keep it hot in my office. I'm sweating. You not coming unless we having sex in the office. You no, let me go home and take a shower.
He said she just got out the shower. It ain't no way. It ain't no way you just got out the shower. Like, big girl, no. Get the fuck out. Like, what you doing? It's not great. That is disgusting. That is some toxic shit. What is happening to your body? That is nasty. Don't even call me no more. Like, don't. No. Smells, taste. No, we not doing that. We ain't talking no more because you nasty.
Well, D and Q, is there anything that y'all would do for some? I mean, you know, like, what's the fetish limit for y'all? Which I know is such a broad question. That's why I was just naming random things, because I don't know. Like, you want to go have sex in the tree? Let's go fucking do it. Like, hey, we might fall down and get hurt, but let's do it. I just don't know what limit I would stop at if it's not going to be anything that makes me vomit or have anything to do with vomit.
As long as it don't make me vomit, I'm with the shit. I will try anything.
But y'all don't have no limit, guys?
Yes, no pee, no none of that feces, none of that.
But you'll try quite a few things.
Maybe.
Man things, not girl things, you know.
Yeah.
That makes sense. You know, I think, you know, it's 2022. I think we should all be, you know, sexually fluid, you know, or open.
Whoa.
Maybe I used the wrong words. I don't mean fluid where you're having, you know, like.
I'm gonna play.
I said it wrong, guys. I mean, just open to trying new things with your partner that you trust. That's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying if you're.
I think people should communicate with whoever their partner is and come up with a sexual dynamic that works for them. I think everybody having everybody in their bedroom is a totally corrosive and toxic world. I think certain shit should be left behind closed doors. Like, I feel like you can do whatever you want. I don't care. I don't want to know about the lady that just ate the dirty ass and what's my opinion. What you mean, what's my opinion? Don't do it next time. What the fuck?
But that was not the question. That was not the question. The question was, what is the limit for you with fetish, or have you ever been with someone?
I know. I'm saying for her. I'm not saying with the question you asked. I'm saying for, like, I'm answering, like, for people, like, do whatever you want. Do whatever that makes you happy. But I don't think it's necessary to be discussed in detail everything that every individual kink that every individual has. I mean, like, who cares? Like, I always get back to the end of the day, are you a good person? Because like if she like to eat the ass and he like his ass ate, they need to go off and get married. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, that's great. But I don't want to know about that shit.
and let's be clear, she did post this anonymously to the group, so we have no idea who it is, where she lives, any of that stuff. But I just thought, man, I just was like, it's crazy. Now, granted, I probably wouldn't even post about it anonymously, because I mean, other people are not going to kind of persuade me to eat shit or not. You know? Like, I mean, I wanted to comment, but I'm too lazy to text or, you know, comment. But I was going to comment and be like, you know, sis, if you like him, like talk to him and be like, I'm willing to eat your ass if it's clean. I'm not willing to eat your shit. Do you want to compromise? And leave it at that. He can only say yes or no. He can only say yes or no. If he's like, no, I want you to eat it dirty, then you got to be like, okay, well, I think it's time for us to go our separate ways. It's been real. Love you. Long time. Goodbye. Right? But if he's like, well, you know what? I'm willing to wipe it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to wipe it. Wipe that shit. And let her munch away. Eat the groceries. The booty like groceries. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like Dee said, it's whatever you want to do in your own private bedroom. And literally, none of us have to know. We just going to assume that y'all are having regular old boring sex. That's what we're going to assume, okay? We don't care.
If it's exciting, please tell me stories, y'all, everybody, because I like to know.
Don't get me wrong. I do like to hear people's sex stories because I'm just weird like that, right? But for the most part, most people don't. They don't care. So